Hello buddies, Turn the Dog here, and welcome to the Rain Escape second annual, or well, not annual, but I'm just going to call it annual Hunger Games. We have 48 tributes, and we are going to see 47 of them brutally die, and one of them survive. I am the winner from the first game, and I'm going to be commentating this game. So, to meet our competitors, we first have District 1 with Dyson, Flower, Black Red, and Liamster. Then we have Sleepless Artist, Ashical, I'm just gonna not even try to pronounce that, Batbox. Then we have District 3, Anub, Dog, Vibin, Z-Said. Then we have District 4, Glue, Grimbear, Chris, and Ostel. Then we have Team 5, Anime Survivor, Anime Monk, Anime Hunter, Anime Artificer, Anime Gourmand. Oh wait, no, that's District 6. Anime Gourmand, Anime Rivulate, Anime Spearmaster, and Anime Saint. Then in District 7 we have Survivor, Monk, and it just basically these but without anime. Then we have Team 9, we have Nightcat and Enoch, and then we have anime versions of those. Then in District 10 we have 4 different scavengers. In District 11 we have Jolt, Auber, Newsflash, and Batlos. Then Team 12 we have Sporecat, VCat, Slugcat and Hat, and Guncat. And if I pronounce your name wrong, I literally don't care. So the game begins as the slugger's shelters open, the horn sounds. Grimbear runs away from the cornucopia. Anime Nightcap boosts Spearmaster to reach blue fruits. Scaff Tree and Z-Said dance on a pole. Batbox pops some popcorn plants. Newsflash runs away from the cornucopia. Jolt was grabbed by a purple lizard, but Anime Survivor managed to save him. Sleepless boosts Artificer to reach blue fruits. Auber was grabbed by purple lizard, but Anime Monk managed to save him. Guncat and Black Red dance on a pole. This guy and Cern the Dog work together to drown Ostel. Scav 4 is teasing Wormgrass. Scav 2 runs away from the cornucopia. Anime Rivulate flashbangs Survivor and tries to kill them, but Survivor escapes. Sporecat is teasing Wormgrass. Flower couldn't see the drop wig. Anime Artificer rips spear out of Dyson's hands. Leamster picks up spear from the ground. Anub scares Anime Hunter with a vulture mask. Rivulate runs away from the cornucopia. Anime Saint runs away from the cornucopia. Vibin picks up a spear from the ground. Saint ran off since he didn't care. Anime Spearmaster runs away from the cornucopia. Enoch runs away from the cornucopia. Slugcat and Hat has his moment of touching grass. What does that even mean? I'm not gonna try to understand that. I guess Slugcat and Hat just decided to touch grass. Chris runs away from the cornucopia. Gourmand pushes Ashical off a cliff during a spear fight. Hunter runs away from the cornucopia. Batlos breaks Nightcat's muzzle for a bag of chicken nuggets. Monk runs away from the cornucopia. Anime Enoch popped some popcorn plants. Scav 1 runs away from the cornucopia. BCat runs away from the cornucopia. And Anime Gourmand rips spear out of Glue's hands. So yeah, there's 48 competitors, which means a lot of things happening. But I don't think there was any deaths, actually. Let's see now. Yeah, nobody died. Batbox brings Auber to him to say hello. Auber almost kills him after. Anime Nightcat stalks Slugcat and Hat. Chris receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Guncat receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cern the Dog is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Anime Rivulate stabs Scav 1 while his back is turned. Anime Gourmand is high on mushrooms. Black Red receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Rivulate hunts for other tributes. Anub stalks this guy. Scav 4 overpowers Anime Saint, killing him. Enoch injures himself. Nightcat makes a slingshot. VCat stalks Anime Monk. Leamster screams out loud. Artificer discovers a cave. Anime Artificer begs for Scav 3 to kill him. He refuses, keeping Anime Artificer alive. No deaths so far, I'm pretty sure, which is surprising. Usually at this point there's like 6 deaths. Batlos packed Dyson in front of Scav 2, Z-Said, and Newsflash. Jolt received clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sporecat asks Grimbear for food, but he refuses. Spearmaster scares Monk off. Anime Enoch, Saint, Gorman, Survivor, and Hunter hunt for other tributes. Vibin, Anime Survivor, Anime Spearmaster, and Sleepless raid Anime Hunter's shelter while he is hunting, and Glue injures himself. Ooh, wait, 5 people died. When did that even happen? Ostel, Flower, Ashical, Scav 1, and Anime Saint. I honestly don't even know when that happened. Wait, when did they all die? Wait. Oh, here. So here Anime Saint died. I'm not sure when the other died. Oh, here Scav 1 died. I wish there was like an animation for them dying. I'm pretty sure there actually is, but the person who made that made this Hunger Game didn't do that. So it's kind of hard to tell actually. Actually, you know what? I might be able to change it. Wait, the arena. Wait, slow cat games. Edit cast. Eliminate. Oh, there is a one for eliminated. I'm not sure why it doesn't do that. Whatever. But yeah, these 5 people died, and I don't even know when. So proceed. Night cycle 1. Scav 3 thinks about winning. Anime Gourmand, Anime Enoch, Gourmand, and Sleepless Artist sleep in shifts. Newsflash tries to sing himself to sleep. Anime Artificer climbs a tree to rest. Anime Rivulet blows up Saint, Anub, and Auber with a grenade, but also blows themselves up in the process. So these 4 are all dead. Saint and Anime Saint is dead. And also Anime Rivulet, so that's very sad. This guy stays awake all night. Anime Nightcat is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Sporecat is also unable to start a fire. Scav 4 goes to sleep. Vibin and Guncat talk about the tributes still alive. Anime Hunter goes to sleep. Monk attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Anime Monk sleeps in shelter. Grimbear dies of dysentery. Rivulet fends Batluz, Cern the Dog, and Z-Said away from her fire. That's not very nice, is it? Rivulet seems to be really mean in this game. Like, first the anime version kills these 3 people, and then Rivulet won't even share a fire with all of us. Like, seriously, be nicer. Dyson is awoken by nightmares. Slugcat and Hat receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Leamster loses sight of where he is. Hunter, Jolt, Chris, Bcat, and Nightcat sleep in shifts. Glue receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Spearmaster goes to sleep. Enoch is awoken by nightmares. Artificer screams for help. Anime Spearmaster sets up camp for the night. Survivor sleeps in shelter. Scav 2 cries himself to sleep. Anime Survivor is awoken by nightmares. Batbox bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh no, the creator of the game is dead. I think that means we're screwed. And then Black Red screams for help. So a lot of deaths, but it doesn't show, I think, until after this. Guncat practices his aim. Ooh, that... I think that's so far the thing that made the most sense, because, like, it has a gun, so it practices its aim. Monk receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Bee Cat fishes. How does a bee fish? Let's just not question that. Glue, Anime Spearmaster, Anime Gourmand, and Scav 4 raid Dyson's shelter while he is hunting. Newsflash discovers a cave. Artificer sprains his ankle while running away from Scav 2. Chris is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Vibin overhears Anime Survivor and Gourmand talking in the distance. Rivulet asks Anime Monk for food, but he refuses. Enoch sprains his ankle while running away from Slugcat and Hat. Jolt tries to spear fish with a spear in capital letters. Thanks for letting us know. Black Red questions his sanity. Hunter scares Leamster with a King Vulture mask. Anime Nightcat injures himself. This guy picks flowers. Sleepless screams out loud. Anime Hunter, Batluz, Anime Enoch, and Sporecat raid Scavtree's shelter while he is hunting. Anime Artificer gets sponsored by Mr. Beast himself, so Anime Artificer is now rich. They have like 1 million spears. Nightcat blows up Survivor and Z-Said with a grenade. Okay, so Survivor and Z-Said are dead. And I just pinged everyone. Seems like something I would do. And then Spearmaster discovers a river. So yeah, a lot of people died that night. First we have Anime Rivulet, Saint, Anub, Auber, Grimbear, Batbox, Survivor, and Z-Said. So let's see everyone's status. Okay. So, yeah, here, District 1, 1 person dead. District 2, 1 person dead and 1 kill. This district, 2 people dead and I with 1 kill. Then next district, 2 people dead, none. 1 dead, actually 2 dead. Then 1 dead, 1 dead, no dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, and no dead. Okay, makes sense. Let's proceed now. Night Cycle 2. Slugcat and Hat fence Batluz, Scavtree, and Gourmand away from his fire. People are really rude in this game, just like, let us go to the fire, honestly. Artificer and Anime Gourmand talk about the tributes still alive. Bcat tries to sing himself to sleep. Anime Survivor and Vibin hold hands. Enoch and Glue huddle for warmth. Spearmaster receives an explosive spear from an unknown sponsor. Anime Spearmaster questions his sanity. Sleepless Artist and Jolt talk about the tributes still alive. Rivulate destroys Anime Artificer's supplies while he is asleep. Rivulate is a menace, honestly. I hope they die. Like, that's kind of rude, but I hope they don't win. Chris, Guncat, Monk, and Newsflash tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Nightcat and Anime Monk huddle for warmth. Anime Nightcat climbs a tree to rest. Anime Hunter sleeps in shelter. Leemster tries to treat his infection. Spore Cat, Cern the dog, Dyson, and Anime Enoch decide to play Gardic Phone all night. What a nice distraction. Scav 4 receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Black Red couldn't see the drop wig, but Scav 2 saved him. Hunter starts a fire, and this guy passes out from exhaustion. So they're still alive, I think. Day Cycle Tree. Vibin waters Bubble Fruit. Spore Cat attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Very sad. Black Red makes a slingshot. Enoch makes a slingshot. Anime Spearmaster asks Hunter for food, but he refuses. Gourmand, Anime Hunter, Scav 4, and Anime Artificer hunt for other tributes. B-Cat waters Bubble Flute. Rivulate begs for Anime Enoch to kill her. He refuses, keeping Rivulate alive. Why would you do that? She deserves to die, honestly. Batlus stalks Spearmaster. Jolt makes a wooden spear. Anime Nightcat, Leemster, Sleepless, and Scav Tree raid Monk's shelter while he is hunting. Dyson brings Artificer to him to say hello. Artificer almost kills him after. Slugcat and Hat, Glue, this guy, and Guncat raid Newsflash shelter while he is hunting. Nightcat stalks Chris. Anime Gourmand steals from Scav 2 while he isn't looking, and I swim in the lake. Thankfully I'm alive so far, it seems. Ooh, arena event. A monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc on the arena. I don't know why I said that weird. Anime Gourmand survives. Anime Spearmaster survives. Artificer is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. Black Red stabs Sleepless Artist, then pushes him close enough to the hurricane to suck him in. Gourmand survives. Scav 4 survives. Rivulate is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. Vibin survives. Chris survives. Scav 2 survives. Glue is God, why can't I read? Glue is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. Anime Survivor survives. I survive, thankfully. Nightcat, Anime Hunter, Batluz, and Spearmaster survive. Anime Monk tries to save Leemster from being sucked into the hurricane, only to be sucked in as well. B-Cat survives. Jolt survives. Enoch survives. Scavtree survives. Monk tries to save Guncat from being sucked into the hurricane, only to be sucked in as well. So both monks tried to save a tribute, but instead got themselves killed. Good strategy. Anime Artificer survives. Dyson survives. Slugcat and Hat is Why can't I read that word? Slugcat and Hat is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. This guy survives. Newsflash is sucked into the hurricane. Anime Nightcat survives. Anime Enoch is sucked into the hurricane. And Hunter survives. So, 12 deaths. That's a lot. Spore Cat, Artificer, Sleepless, Rivulate, Glue, Anime Monk, Leemster, Monk, Guncat. Not Guncat. Slugcat and Hat, Newsflash, and Anime Enoch. Status. So, 2 dead, 3 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, none, 1 dead. No, 2 dead actually, 3 dead, 2 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, 2 dead, and 3 dead. So, there's some tributes that don't have any teammates, but no actual districts have been eliminated. So let's move on to the next round. Night Cycle Tree. Dyson tends to his wounds. Anime Hunter receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Scavtree convinces Nightcat to snuggle with him. Anime Artificer cooks his food before putting his fire out. Anime Nightcat bashes Cern the dog's head against a rock several times. I'm assuming I'm dead now, since that would be kind of hard to survive. Chris thinks about home. Scav 2 sleeps in shelter. Hunter pushes Gourmand off a cliff during a spear fight. Batless cooks her food before putting her fire out. Anime Gourmand climbs a tree to rest. Vibin looks at the night sky. Anime Survivor quietly hums. Anime Spearmaster fends this guy, Jolt, and Scav 4 away from his fire. Enoch receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Spearmaster thinks about home. B-Cat passes out from exhaustion, and Black Red sets up camp for the night. So now we're on to the 4th day. Dyson is high. Black Red screams out loud. Vibin hopped on rain escape. Anime Hunter searches for firewood. Jolt makes a slingshot. Anime Survivor collects fruit from a tree. Hunter injures himself. Scav Tree is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Anime Gourmand runs away from Spearmaster. Batlus chases this guy. Scav 2 defeats Anime Spearmaster in a fight, but spares his life. Chris tries to sleep through the entire day. Enoch tries to spearfish with a spear. Bcat collects fruit from a tree. Scav 4 stalks Anime Artificer. Anime Nightcat and Nightcat hunt for other tributes, so the two Nightcats have teamed up. And this is very sad. Cern the dog and Gourmand have died. This is truly the worst thing to have happened in this game. I can't believe I'm dead. That means the only person still on my district is Vibin. Alright, let's move on to the next round. Night Cycle 4. Spearmaster receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Jolt and Enoch talk about the tributes still alive. Anime Survivor, Scav 2, Scav Tree, and Anime Artificer tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Anime Hunter, Batlus, Anime Spearmaster, and Vibin decide to play Gardic Phone all night. Black Red cooks his food before putting his fire out. Anime Gourmand thinks about winning. Dyson and Bcat tell stories about themselves to each other. Scav 4 and Nightcat huddle for warmth. Chris quietly hums. Hunter receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Anime Nightcat thinks about winning, and this guy cries himself to sleep. Day 5 now. Batlus practices her aim. Scav 2 injures himself. Bcat chases Spearmaster. Scav 3 stalks Anime Survivor. Jolt questions his sanity. Anime Artificer thinks about home. Anime Spearmaster, Chris, Anime Gourmand, and Vibin raid Scav 4's shelter while he is hunting. Nightcat flashbangs Dyson and tries to kill them, but Dyson escapes. Black Red constructs a hideout. Hunter begs for Anime Nightcat to kill him. He refuses, keeping Hunter alive. This guy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Anime Hunter dies from hunger, and Enoch questions his sanity. Ooh, arena event. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes, so we still don't have any custom ones. We just have regular ones, which is kinda sad, but okay. Chris survives, Batlus survives. Dyson is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. The squirrels separate and kill Enoch and Spearmaster. Scav 4 survives, Anime Artificer survives. Scav 3 uses the squirrels to his advantage, shoving Anime Spearmaster into them. Nightcat survives, Anime Survivor in agony kills Black Red, so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. Scav 2 survives, Bcat in agony kills Jolt. The squirrels separate and kill Anime Nightcat and Anime Gourmand. The squirrels separate and kill Hunter and Vibin. This guy survives. Okay. 11 more deaths. Anime Hunter, Dyson, Enoch, Spearmaster, Anime Spearmaster, Black Red, Jolt, Anime Nightcat, Anime Gourmand, Hunter and Vibin. No. That means my whole district is now dead. District 1's dead. District 2, there's this guy. District 3, dead. District 4, Chris. District 5, Anime Survivor and Anime Artificer. District 6, dead. District 7, dead. District 8, dead. District 9, we have Nightcat. District 10, 3 of them alive. District 11, Batlus. And District 12, Bcat. We now move on to Night 5. Batlus receives an explosive spear from an unknown sponsor. Chris, Bcat, Anime Survivor, and Scav 3 tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Nightcat and this guy run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Anime Artificer cries himself to sleep. Scav 2 tries to treat his infection, and Scav 4 passes out from exhaustion. And now it's time for the real arena. The cornucopia is replenished with berries, grenades, spears, and other stuff. Nightcat's trap kills Scav 3. Scav 4 decides not to go. Anime Survivor decides not to go. Scav 2 takes an explosive spear inside the cornucopia. Chris and Anime Artificer get into a fight over raw meat, but Anime Artificer gives up and runs away. Bcat kills Batlus as she tries to run, and then this guy couldn't see the drop wig. Day 6, we have Anime Artificer is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Scav 2 runs away from Nightcat. Chris hopped on Rain Escape. Scav 4 defeats Anime Survivor in a fight but spares his life, and then Bcat goes hunting. So only 3 deaths this time. Scav 3, Battlers, and then this guy. So that means the survivors so far are Chris, Anime Survivor, Anime Artificer, Nightcat, Scav 2, Scav 4, and BCat. If the Scavs win, that's gonna be kinda sad. Like, we don't want them to win, do we? Okay, we proceed. And night 6. BCat receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Anime Survivor tries to sing himself to sleep. Scav 2 thinks about winning. Nightcat and Scav 4 run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Anime Artificer sees a fire but stays hidden, and then Chris climbs a tree to rest. Anime Survivor... Oh, day 7 now. Anime Survivor questions his sanity. BCat receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Scav 4 searches for a water source. Scav 2 discovers a cave. Anime Artificer and Nightcat work together for the night, and then Chris practices his aim. So no deaths, I think. Yes, no deaths. So everyone's still alive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people alive. So any of them could win now. Place your bets in the chat. So night 7, no arena. Anime Survivor cooks his food before putting his fire out. Scav 4 starts a fire. And then BCat dies trying to escape the arena. So apparently they tried to fly out or something. And it didn't work. Scav 2 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Nightcat bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Chris receives an explosive spear from an unknown sponsor. And then Anime Artificer looks at the night sky. Day 8. Anime Survivor receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and then Scav 2, Anime Artificer, Chris, and Scav 4 hunt for other tributes. So 2 deaths. BCat and... When did Nightcat die? Wait, did Nightcat die? Oh, he bleeded out due to untreated injuries. So BCat and Nightcat are dead. So if we see everyone's status, Chris, Anime Survivor, Anime Artificer, Scav 2, and Scav 4 are the only 5 remaining. So now we have night 8. Chris and Anime Artificer hold hands. Scav 2 and Anime Survivor run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Scav 4 stays awake all night. Then day 9. Anime Artificer hunts for other tributes. Scav 2 kills Anime Survivor with his own weapon. And then Chris acts gay in front of Scav 4. Okay. So Anime Survivor has died. That means Chris, Anime Artificer, Scav 2, and Scav 4 are the only ones remaining. Let's hope the scavengers don't win, because I don't want them to win. Okay. Night 2. Chris looks at the night sky. Scav 4 starts a fire. Scav 2 and Anime Artificer run into each other and decide to truce for the night. So nobody died, I think. Day 10. Scav 4 makes a slingshot. Chris questions his sanity, and then Anime Artificer steals from Scav 2 while he isn't looking. No deaths. Okay, so we have made it past 10 days, and we have 4 people remaining. We are now on to night 10. Anime Artificer, Scav 2, and Scav 4 discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Chris receives a Whopper from an unknown sponsor. Anime Artificer runs away from Chris. Scav 2 constructs a hideout. And then Scav 4 makes a slingshot. Once again, we have no deaths. Let's see who has the most kills so far. So here we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. So actually not that much kills this game. There's a lot of people dead, but not that much kills. So far it seems Nightcat's the only one who actually tried killing people. Oh, and also BCat with 2 kills. And I don't think that's really going to change, because the people alive all have no kills except for the scavengers, which is why they shouldn't win. Let's proceed on to night 11. Scav 4 tries to treat his infection. Chris is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Anime Artificer strangles Scav 2 after engaging in a fistfight. Day cycle. Why? Chris, please stop doing this. Okay? I know you're about to die soon, but like, We don't need to see this. And then Anime Artificer gets high. Okay. Wait, Scavenger 2 died. When did that happen? Oh, Anime Artificer strangled Scav 2 fatally. Okay, so Scavenger 2 is dead, which means there are now 3 people remaining. We have Chris, Anime Artificer, and Scavenger 4. And there's a bit of a romance going on between these two guys, I'm assuming. And then there's just Anime Artificer who's high. So who's gonna win? The gay guy, the Scavenger, or the guy who's high? Okay, or the cat who's high, sorry. Night cycle 12. Scavenger 4 cooks his food before putting his fire out. Anime Artificer sets up camp for the night, and then Chris receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Scav 4 and Chris hunt for other tributes, and Anime Artificer gets high again. Okay, no deaths. Night 13. Chris sees a fire but stays hidden. Scav 4 climbs a tree to rest, and then Anime Artificer questions his sanity. Because they're high, I think. Day 14. Anime Artificer attacks Chris, but he manages to escape. Scav 4 screams out loud. Once again, no deaths. So, they're still all alive. Everyone else is dead. Chris is the only one with no kills. Will he betray Scavenger 4, or will Scavenger 4 betray him? Or will Anime Artificer kill both of them? Let's see what happens. Night cycle 14. Chris questions his sanity. Scav 4 couldn't see the drop wig, but Anime Artificer saved him, so everyone's being kinda nice to each other. Chris tends to Anime Artificer's wounds, and Scav 4 camouflages himself in the bushes. No deaths again. That's like 5 days in a row with no deaths. Okay. Chris receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Scav 4 starts a fire, and then Anime Artificer looks at the night sky. They're sort of not fighting each other, they're just surviving, I guess. Scav 4 goes hunting. Anime Artificer brings Chris to him to say hello. Chris almost kills him after. So, everyone likes each other except for Chris and Anime Artificer. I guess they sort of hate each other. Except Chris still didn't kill. They almost killed. What's going on? Why is nobody killing each other? We're 16 days in. Scav 4 begs for Anime Artificer to kill him. He refuses, keeping Scav 4 alive, and then Chris sets up camp for the night. Chris practices his aim, and then Scav 4 pushes Anime Artificer off a cliff during a spear fight. So, Anime Artificer, after sparing Scav 4, got betrayed, because that's what happened, right? Yep. Scav 4 wanted Anime Artificer to kill him, and when that didn't happen, Scav 4 pushed Anime Artificer off a cliff. So Anime Artificer got betrayed, and now it's a 1v1 between Chris and Scav 4 with 2 kills against Chris, who's a pacifist, and they're also both gay. Or well, Chris is gay, for all we know Scav 4 literally doesn't care. And and then Scav 4 died from thirst. And the slugger is Chris from Slugger's Team 4. So we want to give a GG to Chris. In order, we have 48th place Ostel. He was the first one to die. He died because nobody wanted to play his Gardic phone games. Then in 47, we have Flower, the person who made this Hunger Games. And then they died as revenge from all the other people who died because of him. Then 46th, we have Ash. 45th, Scav 1. Anime Saint, Anime Rivulate, Saint, Anub, Auber, Grimbear, Batbox, Survivor, Z-Said, Sportcat, Artificer, Sleepless, Rivulate, Glue, Anime Monk, Leamster, Monk, Guncat, Slugcat and Hat, Newsflash, Anime Enoch, Cern the Dog, Gourmand, Anime Hunter, Dyson, Enoch, Spearmaster, Anime Spearmaster, Black Red, Jolt, Anime Nightcat, Anime Gourmand, Hunter, Vibin, Scav Tree, Battles, This Guy, B-Cat, Nightcat, Anime Survivor, Scav 2, Anime Artificer, Scav 4, and the winner, Chris. And if we proceed, here we have a summary of all the different things that happened. In the arena, we had... So here's all the deaths that happened. So me and this guy worked together to drown Ostel. So I killed Ostel. And I didn't even know. Flower couldn't see a Dropwig. Gourmand pushed Ashicle off a cliff during a spear fight. Then in day 1, we had Anime Rivulate, who stabbed Scav 1. Then Scav 4, who killed Anime Saint. Then in night 1, we had Anime Rivulate, who blew up Saint, Anub, and Auber with a grenade, but also blew themselves up. Then Grimbear died, and Batbox bleeded out. Day 2, we had Nightcap blows up Survivor and Zed with a grenade. No deaths in night 2. In day 3, Sportcat attempted to climb a tree but failed. In the arena, Artificer was incapacitated. Black Red stabbed Sleepless Artist. Rivulate died. Glue died. Anime Monk tried to save Leapster but died. Monk tried to save Guncap but died. Slugcat and Hat died. Newsflash died. And Anime Enoch died. Then in night 3, we had Anime Nightcap bashing my head against a rock, which I didn't enjoy, I'm just gonna say. I'm okay now, but I didn't enjoy that. Hunter pushed Gourmand off a cliff. No deaths, no deaths. Then Anime Hunter died from hunger. Then in another arena, Dyson was brutally attacked. And then they both killed Enoch and Spearmaster. Scav 3 used the scrolls to his advantage and killed Anime Spearmaster. Anime Survivor in agony killed Black Red. Beatcat in agony killed Jolt. And then the scrolls killed Anime Nightcap, Anime Gourmand, Hunter, and Vibin. No deaths. Then we have Nightcap, who got killed. No, actually Scav 3, who got killed by a trap that Nightcap made. Then Beatcat killed Batluz, and then this guy couldn't see the Dropwig. No deaths 3 times in a row. Then Beatcat died from trying to escape the arena, and Nightcap bleeded out due to untreated injuries. Then we have not a lot of deaths. We have Scav 2, who killed Anime Survivor, Anime Artificer, who strangled Scav 2, Scav 4, who pushed Anime Artificer off a cliff, and then the Slugger, Chris. My mouth hurts. So yeah, here we have the placement, all the way from Chris to Ostel, and then the Slugger placements. We have best district is 4, 10, 5, 9, 12, 2, 11, 3, 7, 6, 1, 8. I'm not sure which one I'm in. Oh, I'm in 3, so one of the worst ones. That's not very good, is it? Yeah, I'm in the 8th best one. And then in kills, we have Nightcat with 3, Beatcat with 2, Scav 4 with 2, Anime Nightcat and Survivor with 1, Hunter with 1, Gourmand, Anime Rivulate, Cern the Dog, Scav 2, Anime Artificer, this guy, Black Red, and Scav 3 all with 1. So those are the second annual Rain Escape games. GG to Chris. I hope you enjoyed my high quality female commentary, and a shout out to Flower for spending like 6 hours doing this. And yeah, bye guys.